everybody, welcome back. Anthony Griffin, Kim Mathis and Associates, Allen Tate Realtors, Greensboro, North Carolina. Before we get into the topic of the day, I wanted to let you guys know me and my co-star from a few videos ago, Taylor Howell, actually started up a podcast called the Realty Podcast. Keep a lookout for it on all major platforms. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe because we're going to be releasing new podcasts every week. So keep a lookout for that, and we'll jump right into the video today, and it's called Hate to Burst Your Bubble. So a lot of people are thinking we may be headed towards the same type of real estate bubble that we experienced in 07, 08, and 09. And I just kind of wanted to put that a little bit to rest and put some people's minds at ease a little bit more for it, especially because some really interesting news came out this past week. So all of my stats are coming from KCM, so if you're familiar with Keeping Current Matters, if not, get familiar, because they're the ones who produce all the stats for most real estate agents. So there is currently over $10 trillion in mortgage debt in the United States, and that sounds like a ridiculous number and a very scary number because it may lead you to think that this is kind of leading us towards the path of having a ton of foreclosures and having lots of people who can no longer pay their mortgage, and we're going to see a rush of foreclosed properties hit the market. There's a few things to keep in mind with this. So with that $10 trillion in mortgage debt, there are currently roughly 138 million homes in the United States. Of that 138 million homes that are owned, over 50% of them, actually 56% of homeowners, have over 50% equity in their home. So even if they're in active forbearance or pre-foreclosure, they still have so much positive equity in their home that they are likely going to be able to do something to stave off foreclosure, at least for the time being. So this can be refinancing, this could be looking to sell while they're in a forbearance market or a forbearance cycle versus having to have their homes foreclosed and taken from them. Even with that, it is very scary for a lot of people to think that we might be heading towards a rush of foreclosures. So I wanted to give you guys a few more stats on that. Since 1999, on average, year over year, the total number of foreclosures has been roughly 800,000 homes per year. In the year 2020, we had 52,000 foreclosures. Because of that, we are drastically under where we normally are year over year. And we also have one of the highest cycles and highest rates of buyers in the market across the entire country. So there's a huge demand for these homes. So even if we were to have a rush of 300,000+ homes be foreclosed on at the exact same time and hit the market, depending on where those homes are located, the market can actually bear that because we've got enough ready, willing, and able buyers to support the majority of those homes. But keep in mind, this isn't like the housing crash that we saw last time where so many homes hit the market at the same time. Because of people being in different states of forbearance or foreclosure or pre-foreclosure, as well as the moratoriums that have been put in place, you're going to see more of a staggered or a stair-step approach as those foreclosures hit the market. So you don't have to worry about everything coming on the market in a month or anything along those lines. This is going to be carried out over the next couple of years. So because of that, there's not as much to worry about when it comes to a housing bubble. What may change is interest rates. We might not see the interest rates where they are so historically low throughout the remainder of 2021 into 2022. It's not necessarily a bad thing though, because we're also not supposed to have home interest rates that are in the 2% range for this period of time. That's what's creating the flush of buyers. So everything has its own cycle, and even if we get back up into the threes, it's still an excellent price to buy a home. You might not be able to afford as much as you do currently, which means if you are thinking about purchasing a home, think about doing it here in the near future versus next year. But regardless, we're here to help you. There's tons of information and resources. If you ever have any questions, give me a call. All my contact information is going to be right at the end of this video. You guys have a great day.